Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your spirit guide message reading for you. Now, please note that this reading is undated because I truly believe that whenever you come across this reading is the exact time that your spirit guide wants you to receive this message. So let's just delve right in. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, and let's get started. And I want to say that it's a pleasure to have you here. So I'm just going to move the fairy guidance and the witchling cards over to the side. We'll be with those in just a moment. And I'm taking the extra tarot deck and I am putting it right back here because this will be used at the very end for your bonus reading. It will be used to, define anything that comes up that I feel needs more explanation, or to delve deeper into something that Spirit says, okay, they want to know more about this, or I want them to know more about this. So please do know that. So that'll be at the end. And now let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, what your Spirit Guides message is for you. Spirit Guides message for Virgo. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Spirit Guides message for Virgo. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything is the Hierophant. Oh, you're crowned by the Two of Cups. That's beautiful. Then we have you shining through, Virgo, in your true essence, so in the very essence of yourself, because you are represented by the Hermit in the Major Arcana. You are represented by the coins, or the Pentacles, in the Minor Arcana. Then we have the Fool. You're rooted in the Chariot. A lot of Major Arcana cards here, so this is a very intense reading. Yeah, followed by the High Priestess. I love the combination of the High Priestess and the Hermit. I think that is absolutely exquisite. And then we have you shining through once again here as the Knight of Pentacles. So you are moving forward, and you are moving forward quite brilliantly, but not as quickly as you would like to be. Then we have the Queen of Cups. There can be a strong romantic connection with a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, a strong Cancer presence here. But this is also learning how to listen to your heart and knowing that your heart really does have you on the right path. Hard work and dedication, definitely. Prosperity, the fruits of your labors paying off. Then we have here your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, Spirit Guide message for Virgo. Spirit Guides message for Virgo. Spirit Guides message for Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Intuition. And future. So listen to your intuition. It's really going to help expand and embrace your future for you. Then we have your Witchling cards. Spirit Guides message for Virgo. Spirit Guides message for Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly. This card right here. Aura. Okay, so know and luck. Oh, I love that combination. All right, so right off the bat, because you do have such an intense reading here, Virgo, know that your aura is going to be, your radiating essence is going to be so powerful during this time. And what Spirit wants you to know is that as you are radiating your truth, as you are going after what it is that you desire, make sure that you're taking care of the energy that's surrounding you. Meaning, make sure that you surround yourself with positive energy. Make sure that you're not vibrating at a low frequency. And the way you can know that is by being drawn to the more kind of sinister side of things, or, really, I always notice that when I start to feel really, really sad or upset, I'm a huge history buff, and I start to be drawn to the more seedy side of history, the more hurtful, painful side of things. And you'll see that. You'll see that in the music that you listen to. You'll see that in the movies that you start to watch, or the books that you pick up. So know here that when your energy vibration is low, it's going to want to be fed with low energy vibrations. So things that have a lot of violence in them, things that have a lot of sorrow. Okay, so know that, and that's how I use it. That's my barometer for knowing that when I'm getting really low, to kind of step back and start to surround myself with things that maybe I don't even want to watch at that time, but make me laugh and start raising me up. So right here, that's what aura. Be very careful of the energy that you're surrounding yourself with, and be very careful of of how you're moving forward, because this right here is an aura cleanse, and it says a healthy aura keeps your energy in balance and in harmony, and that's what's going to be needed, an aura cleanse, and focusing on your heart, focusing on your emotions, focusing on the essence of yourself. And I truly am of the firm belief that we are emotional beings, and so if you use your emotions as a barometer, you won't be steering yourself wrong. Right? People say, yes, we are our thoughts. Yes, we are above our emotions and our thoughts, and we are something more. But I view it as very easy to comprehend that we are our emotions. We're what our heart says we are. And so listen to what your heart is saying. It's going to be so important to you. And your spirit guide wants you to know that it is going to be so important to you to listen to your emotions at this time, to listen to what you're attracting, and to pay attention to the vibration that you're giving off. So healing and cleansing the heart chakra, very, very important. But if you could just do an aura cleanse, that would be the absolute best thing for you. But if you want one specific, the heart chakra. Then we have here luck. And this says, with a clear direction of what you want to achieve, you're summoning energy that brings good luck. And that's just it. You are summoning good luck to you. And as you move forward, as you go after what it is that you want, as you look at the bigger picture of you, you are going to find that luck comes your way. Not because, Spirit is saying, not because like all of a sudden it's just like you're born under a lucky star and anything you touch turns to gold. It is saying here that luck is coming your way because you're focusing on what you need. You're focusing on what you desire. You're focusing on the way you want to move forward. And so by taking your energy and saying, this is who I am and this is what I want, and giving a clear direction not only to yourself, but also to spirit, to your spirit guide, to say, okay, this is what I need to do for you to move you forward. And no, yes, you will get times where you get stuck into ruts and you think, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. I'm never going to get there. Your spirit guide wants you to know, Virgo, that you are getting to where it is that you need to be. You are achieving something miraculous, and they're helping you along the way. So never think, oh my gosh, I'm just never going to get there. The thing with you, Virgo, is that you're an astoundingly compassionate sign, and also that means that you feel a lot. And I use the word sensitive, and I don't mean it in a negative way. And why I say this is because I know so many people say, oh, they're just sensitive. Or in business, people go, oh, I forgot, you're sensitive. And they don't mean it nicely. It's not like, oh, you're sensitive. Okay, I get that. They mean it in a very kind of derogatory way. Like, oh, you just have so many feelings. Okay, I have to handle you with kid gloves. I'm not saying that about you. And I want to make that perfectly clear. Because what I'm saying about you, Virgo, is that you have tremendous strength and tremendous power. And when you focus it, you can conquer mountains. But if you don't focus it, it's going to be like going out everywhere. It's going to be like starting a million different projects and leaving them. It's like starting a million different pies and leaving them, but they rot. So there's like a bad smell. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. So just know here, kind of focus on one pie, focus at most on three, and keep yourself going, because the luck is going to be with you, because Spirit wants you to succeed, wants you to go after your goals and to absolutely embrace them. The color that shines through here is indigo. That's healing and cleansing your third eye chakra. Your third eye chakra is so important because it brings you enlightenment. It brings you understanding. It lets you see more than just your normal senses can give you, or, comprehend and understand, because you can't see with smelling and stuff like that. So just know that power is here with you. Then we have intuition. And this says intuition is the ability to listen to your higher self. Listen to your higher self. Your higher self is your connection with your spirit guide. Your higher self is where you are connected to so much more than what we value on this earthly plane right now. So listen and understand. Listen and understand that you are going to be achieving spectacular things, and that you are achieving spectacular things, but you have to listen to your gut. Your gut, your heart, they won't steer you wrong. You might sit there and you might stumble. Remember what Steve Harvey says, and I love this saying, so I quote him a lot. He says that when you jump, you will fall. He's like, that's just a fact. You will fall, you will stumble, you will scrape your knees, you will be like, oh my gosh, why the heck did I even do this? He says, still jump. Right? Still jump. Listen to your intuition. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to, put yourself in a financially, jeopardizing situation. And your spirit guide isn't saying that at all. But your spirit guide is saying, trust me. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Especially as you clear your aura, especially as you surround yourself with the positive instead of the negative. And I know that's not what people want to hear. We love the, we love the instant gratification of things, and usually the gratification of chaos is rather satisfying. But here I'm really telling you, your spirit guide is saying, if you surround yourself with the higher vibrational understanding of life, you are going to go so far. And you're looking here at your future. And this says, direct your intentions and actions wisely, and your future will be fed with fulfillment. So direct your intentions, direct your actions. Be wise with yourself. Be wise with where it is that you're going and where it is that you want to be. Because you're going to be achieving it. You're going to be succeeding in it. And it's going to take your breath away. Okay? It just really, truly, and absolutely is. At your heart, I love it that you have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is an earth sign energy. This is Taurus, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. Now, you have the Hierophant paired with the Eight of Pentacles, and I think you couldn't really have a better pairing if you tried. And here, I'm just going to talk about this line for just a moment, how powerful it is, how it has you looking at your heart, and then looking at, kind of the practical side of things. There's you shining through, the essence of you, and then the Hierophant, which talks about commitment, a commitment to yourself, a commitment to what you desire to create, a commitment to moving forward. This is your truth right here. And then the High Priestess has the veil lifted from your eyes, has you seeing things in a much more quiet way, because the pairing of the Hermit and the High Priestess, for me, have a very quiet, very powerful connotation to them. So just know that during this time, whenever it is for you that you stumble across this reading, there is going to be a sense of you pulling back, but there's also going to be a sense of you achieving things you hadn't thought you could achieve, being focused on a task you never thought you could focus on, or you never thought you could get there. This is really saying, it's my time. Because it is Virgo. It is your time to go after what it is that you want. Now, with the Hierophant, I always think of this quote by Picasso. And he said, my mother said, if I were to be a soldier, I would become a general. If I were to be a priest, I would become Pope. But I became an artist, and I became Picasso. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be as famous as Picasso, but what his mother was telling him, and what she saw in him, is that you can create greatness, and you can achieve greatness. And that's what your spirit guide is saying for you. Don't sit there and sell yourself short. Go after greatness. But also know, movie star lifestyle, rock star lifestyle, it's not for everybody. It just isn't. And so much of our world today is spent chasing a dream that, if you really thought about it, and you really thought about who you are, you wouldn't want anyway. I mean, yes, it would be great to be famous and everybody to know your name. Okay, cool. But are you a very private person? Is that the path that you really want to walk down? To have people giving you things and then just not caring? Oh, here, take this, drink now, smoke this, do that. And then when you burn out, they just leave you and walk away to the next person that they can get the most out of. Sometimes a quiet life is the best life. Sometimes, actually, I think most of the times, a quiet life is the best life. People who really make it know who they are. And that's what the Hierophant is saying. The Hierophant is hard work. The Hierophant is the major arcana marriage card. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'll never find a partner, because Spirit is saying that, some of you are saying that who's watching, and others are looking for that love connection, that one that lasts. If you're in a relationship, you want it to be built stronger. If you aren't in a relationship, you want to find it. So here, there is truly love that guides you. It can be a relationship that, leads to marriage, or that you are married and you are, forming a tighter commitment, and you're looking at what you want. But this is a commitment to something akin to a marriage, akin to, pledging your life to it forever. And that's what I'm seeing here. And it's taking hard work. It's taking diligence. It's taking time and effort and patience. And it's absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it. This is you creating something that lasts a lifetime. Something beautiful, something powerful, something that is truly yours. Right? And know here that your spirit guide, because as you're working on this, and it doesn't have to be about love at all. Remember, it could be about work. It could be about starting your own business. It can be about becoming the best person that you could be. It can be about being the best parent that you can be, having the best garden. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever sings to your soul. And as you're working on it, there are going to be moments of frustration. It's going to be moments of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm such a failure. And when you really look at it, if you told people, oh my gosh, I see myself as a failure, they'd laugh at you. They'd be like, what are you talking about, Virgo? You are so successful. So you're not going to get the sympathy that you want. But that's actually kind of a good thing here, because your spirit guide wants you to know they're right there with you. They're always there with you, even though you don't see them, even though you might not feel it. And you're going to be getting little whispers. But if you are in a place of self-doubt, if you are in a place of, oh my gosh, I just have to work harder to get to where it is that I want to be, and you're not looking at the successes that you already have, okay, you're never going to get to the place that you want to be. But this is also surrendering and saying, where does divinity, where does the universe, where does my spirit guide want me to be? What do they have planned for me? Because it's something beautiful here. It's your heart. You're crowned with your heart. So listen to your emotions. You have your angels, your spirit guide fiercely guarding you. You have a healing coming. You have this connection. And it can be with you and your spirit guide. It can be that you have a best friend that you might never have known about. It's kind of like having, I laugh because it's kind of like having an imaginary friend. But it's not imaginary at all. It is this person who can stand by you. It's this essence, it's this soul that is there for you, is wrapping their arms around you and saying, I got you. Don't worry, you're not in this alone. Because you're not. And there's a fragility to the love that you are embracing. Because love is fragile. Love is kind, yes, love is beautiful, but love is fragile. And then here with the Queen of Cups, you have a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Now at your root, you have Cancer, so it's a strong Cancer energy shining through. But there's a sense of love. There's a sense of joy. There's a sense of holding in your hand just greatness. Because this is in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The cups are to resemble or are to represent, that's the word, represent the Holy Grail. So whether you believe in Christianity or not, whether it's a mythology or a religion for you, it does not matter. It's a relic that, people have spent their whole lives looking for. It's a relic that is supposed to endow you with such power, such beauty, such grace, such force. That, not to get completely off topic, but Hitler spent almost his whole entire life looking for it because he thought if he found this cup, he would just be the greatest superpower on earth. Isn't that terrifying? So here, it is having a power that is beautiful. It can be corrupted, always. Always, anything beautiful can be corrupted. But the Holy Grail is said to have been the cup that Jesus, again, whether you believe in Christianity or not, it doesn't matter, used at the Last Supper, and that Joseph of Arimathea used to catch the blood of Christ when he was being crucified and they speared him in the side. So it holds here power to it, and you're holding it in your hands. And you're crowned with that power. You're crowned with that love. If you can connect with your heart, you're going to be unstoppable. And there's not going to be a way to work through what your heart wants. There's going to need to be a step back, a look at things, and say, oh my gosh, okay, I understand. I understand what I need. I understand what I'm seeing. And it might take you a little while to understand. It might take you a little while to build up this conversation between you and your spirit guide. But your spirit guide is saying, listen, and listen to your heart, because that's where I live. And then it's kind of like the reins are taken off, kind of like the training wheels are taken off, and you just go. Because here you have the Chariot. Now this is, again, a Cancer energy, time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. There we go. You're reining in the emotions. You're going after what it is that you want. Mamanan is the god of the sea. So and we see the cups, water, here as a connection with spirit, as a connection with the heart. So he's the god of the heart right here. You can stretch it and see that. And here you're reining in your emotions. You're reining in the way that you're seeing things. And you are embracing prosperity, abundance, truth. Now you're going to be very focused on one specific way of looking at things. Don't narrow yourself. Look at the big picture. Take a bird's eye view, because you're getting what you love. And that comes through opening your heart to what you love. Then we have the High Priestess. Now, I'm just going to take a moment and say, I love this combination. So the High Priestess is usually coupled with the Magician. There we go, with the Magician. But here, and I love the coupling of the High Priestess with the Hermit, because both say turn inward. Both say leave the noisiness of the world behind. And since the Hermit represents you, this is going to be so important. It's kind of like leave the noisiness of the world behind. I'm getting so excited for you. I am stumbling over my words. So leave the noisiness of the world behind and focus on what you desire, on what you love, and what you're really seeing. Because so much of the world is spent seeing people's truths, but saying, oh no, that's not them. Oh no, they never really be like that. Oh no, they didn't mean it like that. No, when people show you who they are, didn't Maya Angelou say this? When people show you who they are, believe it. Believe it. Because here you're having the veil lifted from your eyes. You're going deeper and deeper into what you want. The saying silent waters run deep. That's going to be absolutely true for you. You're silent waters. You are silent. You're silently observing, but you run deeper. And there's so much more to you than what people are seeing. And as you turn inward, you have your passion guiding you, guiding your eyes, guiding your feet, and you have a transformation happening. Why? Because you're seeing things differently. And the High Priestess is my absolute favorite card in all of the tarot. So here, there's just a truth to you. There's a beauty to you. There's a way of looking at things. And so as you see, you take a leap of faith. Because it's kind of like, why not? Spirit is saying to you, why not? If other people can make it, why not you? If you can have faith in others, why can't you have faith in yourself? Leap. Leap. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's going to give you a reward that you hadn't thought you would have. Joseph Campbell says, and Joseph Campbell is one of the greatest mythologists ever to live. He said, follow your bliss. That was it. Follow your bliss. Follow what makes your heart sing. And it sounds so easy. It's like in America, you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's the pursuit of happiness that trips you up all the time. And that's in the United States, not America, in the United States. So here, take a leap of faith. Go after what you desire. You have, right here, your emotions that are going to trip you up, going to give you a million different ways of being afraid, a million different reasons to be afraid. But if you follow, you will never get a rainbow without rain. I mean, Dolly Parton sang about that. You'll never get a rainbow without rain. So leap. And you will have moments of tears, you will have moments of doubts, you will have moments of fear. But you will also have a success that you didn't think you could. Even if you stumble, even if you fall, you leapt. And so many people never leap. What did Rowling say? J.K. Rowling? She said, unless you live so quietly or so safely that you might not as well have lived at all, it's time to go. It's time to see more. It's time to jump. It doesn't have to be big. It can be taking out books at the library and researching something that you've always dreamed of doing. It's time. It's time because you're seeing things more clearly, and it's going to be hard work. But I see this as something big, and it doesn't have to start with you doing something big. It can start with something very, very small, but with all the major arcana cards here, all the calls to you. This is a life changer. This is a game changer. And you are slowly and steadily moving forward to prosperity, moving forward to your abundance. And you're going to sit there and be like, well, why is it taking so long? It's a journey. It's supposed to take a long time. It's your lifetime. You have your whole lifetime to figure out who you are. Right? And it brings you prosperity and bounty and brilliance. Your true essence shines through. There's a skin that you're shedding. It's kind of like, I'm not doing this anymore. And what I love about the hermit is I always see him, because here he's dressed in purple robes. I always think of him as the magician. But after he's lived, the magician stands before the altar and says, I claim this, I know this. And the hermit is like, okay, just shh. Leave me alone to walk forward. Leave me alone to figure it out. Because I claim it, I know it. It is me. But you have lived. And so the beautiful purple robes that you started with are worn and tattered. There's a sense of you flying to new heights. There's a sense of you going after what you desire. It takes your heart's truth. It takes embracing what you love. You can be getting great assistance from a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. But it's also from opening your heart. It's from calming the chaos. And it's moving forward. It's putting the hard work in. This is going to be hard work. I'm not going to tell you it's easy, because nothing about life is. It's hard work, but it leads you to what you desire most. So how does Virgo leap and embrace this next stage of their journey? How does Virgo leap and embrace this next stage of their journey? How does Virgo leap and embrace the next stage of their journey? Show me clearly. 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 And I'm just going to lay these out quietly. All right, so I'm going to talk just about this. High Priestess, High Priestess. I love it. Okay. So you have the Queen of Crystals right here, which is you shining through as a queen, which is, again, calling on the fact that you are going to be more the director behind the scenes. That's how I see queens. Queens are the directors behind the scenes. Kings, actors upon the stage, right? So it doesn't matter, male or female, that's how I see queens. Male, female, or however you identify yourself. We start at your heart right here, with the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess over the Hierophant is very much talking about your truth, what you see, what you desire, the way that you are moving forward. Right? Trust your intuition, trust your instincts, trust the fact that Spirit is saying, I'm right with you. Right? Because as you embrace Spirit more and more in your life, you are not going to put up with the nonsense of the world. Right? You might find it a bit isolating because it's an awakening. But what it leads to a balancing. And so the High Priestess says here, intuition and sacred knowledge. So now you have sacred knowledge embracing your life. And then you have balance and adaptability. So it's bringing you balance, but it's also making you adapt to a new truth, to a new way of looking at your life and yourself, to your hard work. There's some sort of changes. There's a few little changes, kind of tweaks to things that are really moving you forward. Then we have the Four of Shells. The Four of Shells is the Four of Cups. This says soul searching and reevaluation. There we go. As you embrace what you love, you soul search, and you reevaluate what you desire, where it is that you want to be, how it is that you want to move forward. Then we have the Three of Acorns, and this is foresight and exploration. So as you're embracing your love with the Queen of Cups, the Three of Acorns, the Three of Wands, says, look towards the future. Evaluate, explore what it is that you want, how it is that you want to move forward, where it is that you're heading. Then at your root, we have the Knight of Shells. This is the Knight of Water. This is charm and passion right over the Cancer energy right here. So you have a strong water sign presence, especially a strong Cancer presence within this reading. Now, what I love about flamingos is that, fun fact, they're not actually pink. They're pink because of the fish that they eat. Flamingos are naturally white, but the fish, the pigmentation, whatever happens when they eat the fish, their feathers become pink. So here, what this is telling me is exactly what we saw with aura. What you put into your body is going to directly affect you externally. So this isn't just talking about food. This is talking about spiritual knowledge. This is talking about what you watch on television. This is talking about the books that you read, the people that you hang out with, the energy that you put into your body will also come out and radiate out. So be very mindful of this, especially as you're moving forward, especially as you're embracing your emotions, because you have here the Shadow card. And this is the Devil card. Okay, this represents a Capricorn energy, December 22nd to January 19th. And this is self-exploration and ambition. So as you're embracing your charm and your passion, as you are moving forward, because there's a forward movement right here, you are breaking chains. You are feeling empowerment of self. You are moving forward. And as you do so, there's a bounty that you are embracing. But here, this is also, a Capricorn energy, a time frame December 22nd to January 19th. You have this sense of looking at things differently, right? The chains that you felt once dictated your life so precisely and succinctly before, not going to have the same power. Then we move to the Queen of Crystals. Now, this is right over the High Priestess. This is comfort and prosperity. So this is you as the queen. This is you, not the actress upon the stage, but the director behind the scenes. Even if you were the actress, even if you are comfortable with being on the stage, you're going to have moments of needing just to step back, right? Right, Virgo? You're going to have moments of needing to step back, of needing to take things in, right? And this is you embracing your prosperity. This is you embracing your charm. This is you being comfortable within your own skin. And then that leads you to the Knight of Feathers. This is action and focus. So you're focused on the action that you need to take. So you're focused on leaping, on going after your dreams, going after what you desire, as you see things more clearly, as you embrace your power. And there's also a sacred feminine energy around you with the High Priestess coming up in both of these readings. So there is a sense here of you seeing more and understanding more than kind of ever before. It can definitely be overwhelming. It can definitely be disconcerting, but it leads you towards a balance and towards an empowerment that you hadn't thought you were ready for, or you didn't think you could embrace. Then we have the Moon right here, and your spirit guide is saying here imagination and perception. Now, with the Moon, this is a Pisces energy. All right, time frame February 19th to March 20th. This is also a water sign energy, so it does call to the Knight of Shells. And with the Moon, you are conquering fears, because Pisces, they can accomplish absolutely anything they want. They just have to learn not to be afraid. It's just like you, represented by the Hermit. You can accomplish anything you want, Virgo, but you have to learn how to turn inward and how to really embrace what you are seeing and not be swayed by what other people want you to see or how other people need you or what other people think. So here with the moon, you are seeing a truth. There's a wisdom that comes through the light of the moon. There's a wisdom that's going to come to you, especially at nighttime, a connection with the quiet hours. All right, whenever your quiet hours come, they can be in the morning, they could be at night. But you have this moon energy here. And that moves you to strength. Okay, so you have Pisces here. Then strength card is a Leo. July 23rd to August 22nd. And this is courage and endurance. And this is right over you. So you need courage and endurance to move you forward. You can also have a strong connection with a Leo energy. Now this could be in a very positive way. You know that Leo energy is your rock. This could be in a very negative way. That Leo energy bothers the heck out of you. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'll show you. So just know that. And what your spirit guide is saying here is that you have a strength to you that you need to embrace. And you've been overlooking it for one reason or another. It's mainly because of fear. You've been overlooking it. Now it's not time to overlook things anymore. It's time to look at the future and find the balance. Find the balance that you want for yourself. Because your subconscious message for this reading is the Ten of Swords. This is the darkness before the dawn. This is feeling overwhelmed and scared and questioning and thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do this. But 10 shows a completion of a cycle. So it can show a completion of the way you're looking at things and thinking about things. But it's also showing you that you are moving forward. And you are getting to where it is that you want to be. There's just going to be, your spirit guide is saying there's going to be a moment of fear. There's going to be a moment of doubt. It can be a couple of days of it. And you have to know at that time where you're really feeling like I can't move forward, or you're feeling like everything that you have given your life to has just been broken. And you think, oh my gosh, no, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of being heartbroken. I'm tired of being disappointed. Your spirit guide is saying, that's when I'm right with you. That's when I'm right there. Listen to me. And then we have the shaman, the Hierophant. And this is divine wisdom and spiritual power. And that's what they're saying. That's what your spirit guide is saying. When you feel like you are all alone, understand that I am right there. With my divine wisdom and my spiritual power and my ability to see answers that you don't even know the question to. Trust me. Trust me, because your spirit guide is saying they're giving you and they're sending you to new heights. Trust them. The color, not the color. The connection, the shaman represents, again, a Taurus energy. April 20th to May 20th, and that's right at your heart of the main part of this reading. Is the Hierophant right here. So the Hierophant, the High Priestess, truth, knowledge, power, bounty. You embrace those and you soar. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.